tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, and the Supremely Enlightened One. My dear Dhamma friends, today I am coming to you for the very first time on Jaya Sri Maha Bodhi TV to share the teachings of the Buddha, which is beneficial for all of us to have a successful life. As human beings, when we lead our life, it is really important to learn the teachings of the Buddha to lead a successful life that can benefit to everyone in the society. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, let me share a Dhamma thought with you which can enlighten your life, which can give positive results in your life. When we talk about our life, it is really important and essential for us to develop our potentials. So, I have decided to share some teachings of the Buddha which can help us, which can help all of us to develop the potentials that we have as human beings. When we lead this life, of course, we have to understand being born as a human being is one of the greatest thing that we can have in this very life. So, we are already have been born as human beings and we are leading a life that a human life should lead as a human. So, therefore, I think as human beings we have to understand the potentials in our life. Why I say so? Because when we look at the society, when we look at the people who live in the society, so there are many people which whom we can put into two groups as good people and bad people. So, what decides the goodness and the badness? So, if we look at the criteria that decide the goodness and the badness of people, simply those people who live without troubling others, without wasting their lives, without wasting the properties that they have, maybe they got from their parents, maybe they something that they have earned by their effort. So, there are some people who may be having everything, but still they do not know how to lead a good life without disturbing others, without troubling their own lives. So, therefore, we can simply understand that if we lead a good life with the good thoughts in our mind, with pure actions in our words and as bodily actions. So, if we can lead a good life, that can say, that can define that you are a good person. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, it is highly recommended in the teachings of the Buddha. If you are a human being with good thoughts in the mind, you always should perform your duties in a way that that never trouble the other ones in the society. Therefore, let us look at how we can improve the potentials that we have. When we think about the teachings of the Buddha, Buddha has always showed us the path that can take us to the highest potential of human beings, which is Nibbana. So, we are in that process. When we are in that process, when we follow the path taught by the Buddha for the highest emancipation, we need to make sure that the life that we lead in the present life should give positive benefits, results, first to me, then to the others in the society. Because even in the Ambalatti Rahulawada Sutta, which is one of the suttas in the teachings of the Buddha, clearly says that if you are a good person, if you are a follower of the teachings of the Buddha, you have to make sure the life that you lead should not trouble first yourself, then to the others, then to both oneself and the others. Therefore, my dear friends, in the Dhamma, let us contemplate, let us reflect on our actions, especially on our thoughts, then our actions. So, we can simply understand that if we have like unskillful thoughts in our mind, if we have evil thoughts in our mind, that subsequently lead us to wrongdoings. We have of course bodily wrongdoings, verbal wrongdoings. So, we have so many wrongdoings in terms of our actions. So, if we are with a conscience, if we are with a nice heart, we should be able to understand that if any of our actions, may be verbal actions or bodily actions, we should be able to understand that any action that can lead unfavorable consequences should be prevented. That is the basic understanding. As a Buddhist, that is the basic understanding that we should all have, right? So, therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, now reflect yourself and contemplate on what you are thinking. Buddha says in his teachings, now if you look at the basic or very first piece of advice or the piece of instruction given by the Buddha, Buddha says Sabba Papa Sakarana. The simple translation into English is not to commit any evil. So, we have to contemplate how a person can commit evils. So, maybe verbal evils or bodily evils. Now, all these come from thinking, right? If we have evil thoughts in our mind, of course, as a result, evil actions, verbal evil actions and bodily actions come out consequently. So, therefore, we have to make sure that when we lead as a human being in the society, we develop, as the teaching says, kusala chittas, if not wholesome thoughts in our mind. What are the wholesome thoughts? The basic wholesome thoughts that we have to have in our life, simply patience, courage, determination and loving, caring. So, those thoughts are to be developed within ourselves, because they are fundamental or very basic qualities that we have to develop as a human being. Those are the qualities that make our life so beautiful. It is not our clothes, it is not the iPhones or different sophisticated items that make our life beautiful. It is the beautiful thoughts that can make our life so beautiful. Therefore, my dear friends, now when we understand that these are the wholesome thoughts or nice qualities or good qualities as a human being we should develop, we have to understand the opposite as well. So, there are evil thoughts in our mind. What are the evil thoughts? So, hatred, jealousy and envy. So many hateful thoughts in our mind which we have to eradicate. So, when we eradicate them, we make the we waive the pavement, or we make the way for the goodness which should be developed in our mind, in our life. Therefore, my dear friends, make sure that when we lead our life, make sure that you always understand the thoughts that come to your mind. Maybe when you are contacted, when you are attached with external objects, maybe when you see someone whom you do not like, when you hear words that you do not like to hear, maybe for example anger may come out. So, make sure that no external objects, no external people can trouble your mentality, because if you have developed the wholesome thoughts like patience, courage, determination, so if you have developed them, you understand yourself and know the outer people or outside people can trouble your mentality, which can help you to bring out the potentials which are lying within you. Of course, all the potentials are there with us. We have to get them out. How to get them out? We have to make them come out by developing wholesome thoughts in our mind. So, what is the benefit of developing these wholesome thoughts, or if not, what is the benefit of developing the potentials that are lying within us, so that can bring the best version of yourself. For example, if you look at the successful people in the world that we are talking about today, who have lived in very in the past, they have been able to bring their potentials which have been lying within them. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, you may be an adult, you may be a child, or you may be a monk, or you may be someone who is doing who is engaged in different professions. So, make sure that you make all the efforts to bring the potentials that are lying within you. So, when you bring them out, when you wake them up, and when you bring them out, they make or they produce the best version of yourself, which can benefit yourself first, then to the others in the society. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, I believe that this Dhamma talk can enlighten your life, can make you a better person in the society. So, thank you very much, and may the Triple Gem bless all of you.